Hi. You're about to discover secrets they tried to hide. Let's begin. Fact number 1. During the first Chinese crewed spaceflight, astronaut Yan Liwei heard a mysterious tapping sound coming from outside his capsule. He described it as a wooden hammer hitting an iron bucket. Since space is a vacuum, sound shouldn't exist there. NASA astronauts have reported similar knocks and eerie whistling on the dark side of the moon. Whether it's internal vessel stress or something outside trying to communicate, the mystery of the space knock remains one of NASA's most disturbing unexplained events. Fact number 2. NASA has been repeatedly accused of covering up UFO sightings during their live ISS broadcasts. Numerous times, as soon as mysterious glowing objects appear on the horizon, the live feed is suddenly cut to a blue screen with a message saying technical difficulties. While NASA claims these are just lens flares or ice crystals, the timing is always perfect. Is it just a coincidence, or is someone in a dark room watching the screen with their finger on the cut button? Fact number 3. One of the most persistent theories about our moon is that NASA discovered ancient, artificial structures long ago. High-resolution photos from early lunar missions appear to show massive glass domes and tower-like structures stretching miles into the sky. NASA officially labels these as light reflections or film artifacts, but whistleblowers claim these are the ruins of a lost lunar civilization. Is the moon just a barren rock? Or is it a graveyard for something that lived there millions of years ago? Fact number 4. In 1976, NASA's Viking 1 spacecraft captured an image of a mountain on Mars that looked exactly like a massive human face. It shocked the world and sparked theories of an ancient Martian civilization. However, decades later, NASA released clearer photos showing just a pile of rocks, claiming the original was a trick of light and shadow. But critics argue the new images were digitally altered to hide the truth. Was it a natural formation, or did NASA airbrush the evidence of an alien monument? Fact number 5. Space is not actually silent. NASA's Cassini and Voyager probes recorded radio emissions from Saturn and Jupiter that, when converted into sound waves, sound like terrifying ghostly screams and deep, distorted moans. While scientists officially explain these as electromagnetic interactions within the planet's rings and atmosphere, the recordings are so disturbing that many believe they are picking up signals from something else. Is it just planetary physics, or are we hearing the actual echoes of the universe screaming into the void? Fact number 6. NASA's Curiosity and Perseverance rovers have sent back thousands of high-resolution images from Mars, but some of them contain objects that shouldn't be there. Internet sleuths have pointed out what look like fossilized bones, ancient statues, and even a weathered leather boot sitting in the Martian dust. NASA officially dismisses these as pareidolia, the brain's tendency to see familiar objects in random rocks. But as the number of these strange rocks grows, many wonder if we are looking at the ruins of a civilization that perished millions of years ago. Fact number 7. For decades, rumors have circulated about a mysterious, pitch-black object orbiting Earth known as the Black Knight satellite. Legend says it's 13,000 years old and was sending signals long before humans launched anything into space. In 1998, NASA captured high-resolution photos of a strange, jagged object during a shuttle mission. They officially labeled it a lost thermal blanket, but many believe it's an ancient alien probe watching our planet. Is it a piece of space junk? Or has an alien observer been orbiting above us for thousands of years? Fact number 8. When Apollo 11 landed on the moon, the public broadcast suddenly went silent for 2 full minutes. NASA claimed a camera overheated, but radio operators worldwide allegedly intercepted a secret channel. They heard Neil Armstrong whisper in shock, "They're here. They're parked on the side of the crater. They're watching us." To this day, NASA denies the recording exists, but the original film rolls from those 2 minutes were reportedly lost. What did the first men on the moon really see? Fact number 9. In May 2022, the Curiosity rover captured a mind-blowing image on Mars, a perfectly formed, dark rectangular opening in a cliffside that looks exactly like a doorway. NASA scientists quickly dismissed it as a simple shear fracture in the rock, claiming it's only a few inches tall. However, the geometric precision of the entrance has led many to believe it's an artificial structure, perhaps an entrance to an underground base. Is it just a trick of nature? Or did the rover just find the door to a Martian secret? Fact number 10. In 1969, the crew of Apollo 10 was orbiting the far side of the moon, cut off from all contact with Earth. Suddenly, their headsets filled with an eerie, whistling sound that they described as outer spacey music. The sound lasted for nearly an hour, leaving the astronauts so shaken they debated whether or not to tell NASA about it. NASA later claimed it was just radio interference between the lunar and command modules, but the transcript reveals the astronauts were genuinely spooked. Was it just a signal glitch, or were they picking up a broadcast from something on the dark side of the moon? Fact number 11. In 2010, NASA released a satellite image of the Martian North Pole that left people speechless. It appeared to show rows of dark, spindly trees growing across the orange dunes. NASA quickly clarified that these are not trees, but streaks of dark basaltic sand pushed to the surface by melting carbon dioxide ice. They called it an optical illusion. However, the way these structures branch out and cast long shadows looks exactly like a frozen, alien forest. Is Mars really a dead planet, or is it hiding life in forms we don't yet understand? Fact number 12. Deep in the atmosphere of Saturn's North Pole lies a mystery that defies the laws of physics, a massive, permanent storm in the shape of a perfect hexagon. Each side of this cosmic polygon is wider than the Earth itself. While NASA explains it as a complex fluid dynamics phenomenon, the mathematical precision of the shape is chilling. Some theorists suggest it could be an artificial energy grid or a massive, ancient machine embedded within the gas giant. How can nature create such perfect geometry? Or is there something else hiding inside Saturn? Fact number 13. Did you know there is a real human grave on the moon? In 1998, NASA discreetly sent a small polycarbonate capsule containing the ashes of geologist Eugene Shoemaker aboard the Lunar Prospector probe. Shoemaker always dreamed of being an astronaut, but couldn't go due to health issues. After he passed away, NASA honored his legacy by crashing the probe into a lunar crater, making him the first and only person to be buried on another world. A beautiful tribute, or a secret violation of space treaties? Fact number 15. After 15 years of exploring Mars, the Opportunity rover sent its final message back to NASA during a planet-wide dust storm. The translated data read, "My battery is low and it's getting dark." These simple, heartbreaking words were the last thing the rover ever sent before its systems shut down forever. Some believe Opportunity saw something in the storm that it couldn't report in time. A lonely robot, dying in the dark on a cold, red world. Was it just a hardware failure, or a final goodbye to humanity?
Subscribe to keep upgrading your brain. See you in the next one.